Welcome back to the Wandering Wind, guys. It's not going to be a very edited or polished video today. It's just going to be me talking about the current events that are evolving right now with the Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, as well as his opposition, Juan Guaido. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing these completely correctly, but please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing them. So today in Caracas, Venezuela, President Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela faced the most direct challenge to his hold on power when an opposition leader, who is Juan Guaido, a 35-year-old, stood in the streets of the capital and declared himself the legitimate president, cheered on by thousands of supporters, and also supported by a growing number of governments, including the Trump administration. Mr. Maduro responded furiously by cutting diplomatic ties with the United States and gave American diplomats 72 hours to leave the country, ordering them out with a derisive "be gone," and accusing the Trump administration of plotting to overthrow him. Plotting? Nah, this was a spur-of-the-moment thing. Come on. Trump doesn't do plotting, believe me. The fast-moving developments convulsed Venezuela, a once prosperous country that has been devastated by years of political repression, economic mismanagement, and corruption, all conveniently at the hands of Nicolas Maduro. But they also appeared to give new momentum to the opposition leader, Guaido, who stepped onto the national stage just recently. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is that in this particular day and age, we don't see a lot of uprisings like this in foreign governments go well. I think of Operation Arab Spring, which, while viral, was also short-lived and, at least from what I remember, ineffective at best, if not disastrous at worst. There are other obvious, but I'm missing them, available, like, just examples of this in the recent memory, but I can't really think of them right now. But I also want to talk about Trump's current foreign policy and his current just approach to all this. Now, first I do want to finish the story. Mr. Maduro immediately dismissed Mr. Guaido's claim to the presidency, calling it part of an American-led conspiracy to topple him, and in a show of his hold on power, he signed his order expelling American diplomats on the balcony of the presidential palace. Mr. Maduro said, "I am the only president of Venezuela. We do not want to return to the 20th century of gringo interventions and coups d'etats." Mr. Maduro's reaction came a few hours after Mr. Trump, in a White House statement, formally announced his recognition of Mr. Guaido as the interim leader of Venezuela. Now, this comes to a head here. The people of Venezuela have courageously spoken out against Maduro and his regime and demanded freedom and the rule of law, Mr. Trump said. Sorry, had to do it at least once. A senior American official briefing reporters in Washington warned that if Mr. Maduro used force, the United States could impose new sanctions and did not rule out the use of military force to stop him. It was not the first time the Trump administration has warned of a military option for Venezuela. Argentina, Brazil, Canada, Chile, Colombia, and many others have also recognized Mr. Guaido as the country's leader. Now, this brings me to an important question. Is it appropriate in times such as these to express a leaning of one side or the other in regards to foreign powers and foreign affairs. If you are a diplomat or a representative of a country, I understand in times of war that it is necessary to pick a side, and usually you side with your allies or the allies within the state that you are opposed against. However, as far as I know, this is not civil war. This is just political unrest caused by a power-hungry leader wanting to keep that power at all costs. Now, I mentioned earlier about Trump's particular approach to foreign policy and to foreign relations within this kind of a field, because at least a year ago, if not more, Trump kind of stuck his foot in it in regards to relations with Israel when he declared Jerusalem to be the capital of Israel, and that the United States Embassy would be moving there. And this kind of caused a lot of upheaval and clearly threw a monkey wrench into a lot of people's plans and a lot of people's inner workings on that front. Now, I don't know exactly what the outcome of that was either, because, again, I try not to follow Trump's movements too closely. I do have to watch my blood pressure after all. Yeah, that was kind of a funny one. But no, I seriously think that when it comes to foreign relations, and as far as foreign politics especially, I think, at least in regards to Donald Trump, he should probably tread very carefully and err on the side of, well, I'll just wait, instead of immediately bullheadedly pushing forward and saying, yeah, I support this guy because this guy looks like a great guy. This coming from the guy that thinks Vladimir Putin is a great friend. I'm sorry, Mr. President, but it's just how I see it. It's not that I think you're a traitor, but your actions kind of say that there's something going on that we don't need or want to know, but we're going to end up finding out anyway. So, were you colluding with Rose? Anyway, what do you guys think about this whole situation about foreign politics, foreign policies, foreign uprisings, and our particular involvement in it? And not just the U.S., but whatever country you're part of. Whatever politicians are leading you. I'm sorry, but this kind of stuff just exhausts me. But what kind of stance do you have on this? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. Please let me know. I would love to figure out what's in your head, what you're thinking, and what, I can do to kind of maybe help you, or just, help you come to terms with this, or come to an understanding of it. If I can, please let me know. I would love to help. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope I have one too. I'm getting the sore throat back I had a couple weeks ago. Lovely. So I hope I get over that tonight. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.